Hello students, welcome in e-learning session of class 9 of SST. In this chapter we will discuss the constitutional design, the second chapter of civics, constitutional design. In this chapter we will discuss about the constitution making process. It means the journey of the constitution, how the constitution was framed, what need we have, what was the journey of it, and how many members were involved to prepare the constitution. In this video, we will also take an example from the South Africa. There is an example in the South Africa. In the South Africa, how the democratic government was formed. That's why especially we should know in South Africa, democratic government formed in 1994. Nelson Mandela was the leader, those who have taken active part to remove the racial discrimination, because in that country apartheid system was running. Apartheid system means there was a discrimination, there was a bias on behalf of the color, because the South Africa was divided into two parts, that is the white South African and the black African. Those who were the black people, they were not allowed to enter in temple, they were not allowed to move anywhere. It means total word, we should say that they were not having the independence. That's why they were suffered up badly, as the Indian were suffered during the British rule. Means that what was condition was suffering by the Indians during the British rule, same as the black people in South Africa were also suffering under the white people, because the government was supported to the white people and the racial discrimination was there. That's why the Nelson Mandela took a step against of that. They started the revolution and continuously they have to fought for a long time. And after they also got a imprisonment for 28 years. And later in 1994, Nelson Mandela got succeed to hoist the independence flag in South Africa. And as we all know already how the Indian constitution is framed. Indian constitution is not written by ourselves, even it was prepared and modified from the different country, because when we have to decide to frame the constitution for India, then we have to start it to take the idea from the different country. For an example, we have to take an idea of parliament from the British government. We have to take an idea of fundamental rights from the France. We have to take an idea of the constitution from the USA. Means that how many ideas we have to got? We got from the different countries' constitution. But after taking an idea from there, we have to modify it. We have to take an idea of Supreme Court from the Ireland. So that's why everything, sociality, security, fundamental rights, equality, fraternity, everything is inspired from the different country, and then our Indian leader modified it according to the conditions of the India, because immediate after the independence, India's condition was very bad and the people have suffered badly due to the bad economic condition. Already British government drained the Indian wealth from India to England. That's why nothing we are having. We were suffering a very bad condition, and immediately partition was also there. That's why our Indian leader were facing very challenging condition in that time. Means that there was a great challenge in front of them to provide the relax to the citizens and to provide the satisfaction. During the partition, when the people were shifted from India to Pakistan and Pakistan to India, no one revolution, no the civil war was started, because in that time in 1947, when the public, civilians were shifted from India to Pakistan and Pakistan to India, then we were nearer of the civil war. Gandhiji already told that. Okay, now we are nearer of the civil war. If this condition will be continued a long time, then that day is not very far when we will reach midst of the civil war. वो दिन दूर नहीं जब हम civil war के बीच में पहुंच जाएंगे. So that's why how now we will discuss how the Indian constitution was framed. So listen carefully. From here, the path, it was started in 1928. Motilal Nehru sent a Nehru report to the British government. In this report, they have to be mentioned the demand, whatever demand they want to completed by the government, they have to mention in that. In that time, Lord Irwin was the viceroy, but the Lord Irwin denied to complete the requirement and the demand of the Motilal Nehru, and then against of it, Congress had a large session in Lahore at the bank of river Ravi. In this Lahore session in 1928, Motilal Nehru declared the independence, and they also decided that we will celebrate our independence every year on 26th January. That's why, and then they started to draft the constitution. In that time, that was only the rule book which they have to prepare for getting the independence from British. That was not a proper constitution, but they called it the constitution. उन्होंने ऐसा कहा कि ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है और इसे हमें फॉलो करना है फॉर गेटिंग द इंडिपेंडेंस फ्रॉम द ब्रिटिश. Now, then in 1947, when we got the independence, actually we got the independence at late night on 14th of August 1947. 14 August, late night we got this right. But Pakistan was also divided at the same time. That's why Pakistan declared himself on 14 August independence. That's why Pakistan celebrate Independence Day on 14 August. But we declared the independence on the next morning because we have to give the two news to our Indian citizens. First, the independence. Okay, now we got independence. Second one is that is the partition. So that's why our Indian leader was feared that maybe the public can create the riots. That's why they decide to give this news, to spread this news for the next day. In next morning, when they hoisted the Indian flag over the red road, then the all Indian knows where now the India independent from the British country. Then how it was prepared. First of all, they framed the Constituent Assembly. What is the Constituent Assembly? Constituent Assembly means that is a group of the people, group of the leader, those who were responsible to prepare the Constitution, called the Constituent Assembly. Again listen, what is the Constituent Assembly? Constituent, it means those who were responsible to prepare the Constitution. That is called the Constituent Assembly. Group of the leaders called assembly. Constituent, those who were prepared the constitution. That's why in starting there were the around 392 or 394 members. But when the partition was there, then the most of Muslim leaders were left this Constituent Assembly and joined the Pakistan country, because they thought that their fundamental right is not preserved in India, because the India is a Hindu domain. That's why they faith on Pakistan and thought that our fundamental rights were preserved in Pakistan. At last in our India, around 284 to 299 members we have in our Constituent Assembly, those who were stayed continuously and were ready to prepare the constitution. Dr. Rajendra Prasad became the president of the Constituent Assembly, and Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar became the chairman of drafting committee. It means the Constituent Assembly had a work to getting the idea from the different country and to modify it, and the drafting committee work to finalize the constitution. In that time, in our constitution 395 articles, 12 parts and 8 schedules. Yani it is a division of our constitution. 395 articles, 12 parts, 8 schedules. But now it changed. Around 425 is articles, 25 is part, and 12 schedules. There is a changes because every year new amendments came, new rules was changed. That's why everything is mentioned in our constitution. Next day, so after this, what a need? If already we got the independence, so why we have a need to frame the constitution? Constitution की need क्या थी? But listen carefully and always learn it. We have a need to frame the constitution first of all to assure the democracy, to maintain the administration, to maintain the strong economic condition of India, to maintain the law and order, to protect the fundamental right, to provide the fundamental right to the citizen. These are the major needs. These are the main need we have to frame the constitution. That's why first, because if the constitution we are having, that's why we are having a right to vote. We are having a fundamental right. 6 fundamental rights are there. Right to education, right to equality, right to independence, right to privacy, right to move anywhere, right to speech, right to equality. Major other right to independence, there are so many rights in the right to independence, because right to independence we are having a right to privacy, we are having a right to keep the property, we are having a right to move anywhere, we are having a right to talk to anyone, we are having a right to marriage in intercaste marriage, intercaste also. That's why these are the 6 fundamental rights which are provided by the constitution to us. Then next thing we are having to maintain democracy. Yani ki if we want to enjoy the democracy, it means if we want to take part in the election and to frame the proper government, for that we have a need of the democracy. And democracy means demo plus kreta. The democracy word is derived with the 2 words to Greek word, that is the democratas. Democratas means, among them, demo means public and the kreta means government. That is the demo plus kreta. Demo means the public and kreta means the government. Means that how the government was framed. So these means that our Indian leader want to frame the such type of the government in which the both participation will there. Because when the election is held, then the leaders participation is there and the public is also participate. When the both participate in that, then the election can be election can be finalized and the people can take part, and indirectly the people can rule over the country. It means if we have to elect the person, elect the leader, then these leaders can frame the government and can prepare the rules, regulations, laws and the policies for the betterment and the welfare of the state and the public. One more thing, always learn it. Question can be come in the board examination or the competitive examination also, which is the world's largest written constitution. So always learn it. India has a world's largest written constitution only. It means our India's constitution has handwritten. It is not a typed. It is not a copy and paste. It is modified. We have to take an idea from the other country, but it is the modified according to our condition. Next is need is clear. Need means to provide the power to the government. We need a constitution. To maintain the democracy, we need a constitution. To provide the fundamental right, we need a constitution. To maintain the administration, we need a constitution. To develop the state, there is a need of the constitution. So these are the basic need to frame the constitution. Now next is the what is the institutional design. A constitution is work on the institutional design. Institutional design means a constitution worked as like the institute. Institute means in that the both can take part. It means the citizen elect the leader and leader protect the fundamental right. Citizen take part in the political activity and elect the leader, those who can frame the government and can prepare the law. Same as citizen elect the leader and leader provide the fundamental right, frame the laws. For an example, citizens select the BJP government, elect the BJP leaders to frame the government. Then the BJP framed the government in the state and the central also, and now they are responsible to frame the rules, regulations according to the requirement of the public and to welfare of the state also. Because we have decided that Modi has a power, Mr. Modi has a power to run the government, to prepare the laws and to preparing the policies. That's why they are doing the work according to the citizens. That's why they are doing the work for the welfare of the state. Always learn it, there are the two states. If we have written a capital S, then it belongs to the nation, and then we have to written a small s, that belongs to the state. Look at here, if we have to write like this, that is the belong to nation. If we have to written like this, that is belong to the state. It is clear. That's why I am continuously telling you state, welfare of the state. Welfare of the state means the nation. Understood everyone? Next is, after this, the guiding value. Our constitution is also having the values, guiding values. What guiding values it have? Guiding values means they are the dream promise and the philosophy. First of all, what was the dream promise? Means that when the constitution was framed, our leader has a dream promise. Means that we promise करना चाहते थे. They want to do the promise with the Indians. Okay, what will they provide by framing the new constitution? So it means they promised to the all Indian civilians that they will remove the inequality. They will remove the inequality from the country, because already our Indians were suffering the inequality, racial discrimination and the apartheid policy during the British rule. That's why our constitution is provide the fundamental right, that is the right to equality. In that all are equal. That's why those who are belong to the untouchable and the scheduled caste, our constitution also provide the reservation to them. According to that, in our constitution provide the reservation for 20 years to the scheduled caste only, to uplift their condition as like the higher caste. Next is the philosophy. What was the philosophy? Philosophy क्या है? किस बेस पर हमारा constitution work करता है? That is the statement of basic value is called the preamble. यानी कि our constitution philosophy is the preamble. Preamble means that is the short introduction of the constitution. Preamble means that is a short introduction of the constitution. It is a poem of the constitution. It is, we can also say it is a soul of the constitution. Question can be come in board also. What is the soul of constitution? What is the introduction of the constitution? So simply you have to write constitution. Preamble is a soul of the constitution. Preamble is a soul of the constitution. Always on it. Two board question I have to explain. Preamble is the soul of the constitution, and India's constitution is the world's largest constitution. Next, what is the preamble? In preamble, our government, it is the introduction to whatever inside our constitution. It is explained. It is introductory form is written on the first page of the constitution. That is the sovereignty, socialist, secular, democratic, republic, justice, liberty, equality and the fraternity. Because we are having, these are the features of the constitution. Another way we can say preamble means the features, introduction of the features of the constitution. Now after this, what is the sovereign? Sovereign means in our country the people have a supreme right to make decision on internal as well as external matter. No external power can dictate the government of the India. It means sovereign, yani ki we are having a right ki which government ruled over us. That's why after every 5 years government conduct the election. When the government conduct the election, then the all persons, civilians can take actively part in this political activity and can decide those who will rule over us. That process is called the sovereign. No one outer power. It means no one neighbor country, no one another power can decide us who will rule over the India. Next is the socialist. Socialist means wealth is generated equally, yani ki whatever policy is prepared by the government and distributed among the public, it is distributed equally. For an example, if the Mr. Modi started the Ujjwala Yojana, so means that they have to set the criteria. So how many public, how many civilians come under this criteria, all are treated equally. They provide the all facility, all privileges equally to all this criteria, under criteria people. That is the socialist. Means that whatever privileges given by the government to the civilian, that should be provided equally to all that. Whatever criteria is decided by the government, कि किसको ये facility privileges देने हैं और किसको नहीं देने हैं, that is decided by the government. अब उसके अंदर जितने भी लोग आते हैं, that is get equal. Next is the secular. Secular means citizens have a complete freedom to follow the religion. It means in our India there are so many religious peoples are lived together. It means in our India the Muslims are there, Hindus are there, Christians are there, Jainis are there, both bhikshus are the monks are there, and all are free to practice according to the religion. Means that there is not a state religion. It is not there that India is having only the Hindu religion and no one Muslim can practice the Muslim religion. Everyone is free here. Means Muslim can celebrate Eid, Hindu can celebrate here their Diwali and Holi. Christians also celebrate the Christmas. All are free. All can enjoy their independence, religious independence, and we can also take part in the Eid celebration if we are Hindu. But the Hindu and the Muslim can take part in the Diwali celebration. Whatever, if they are the Muslims. But secularity is there. It means we all are equal. We all are togetherly enjoy the celebrations of each other religion. Next is the democratic. Democratic means all the citizens can take part in the political activity to elect the government. Next is the republic. Republic means the head of the state is elected person. Republic, re plus public, यानी कि public can elect the head of the state, head of the nation. We have to elect the Mr. Modi. Then he can rule over us. So that is a republic form. Means that in which the public is having a right to elect the candidate. Next is the justice. To provide the justice to stop the crime, our constitution is also provide the articles to set up the court, in which our government has to set up the three court. यानी कि judiciary has divided into three parts. Number one, Supreme Court. Second is High Court. Third is the subordinate court. Later we will discuss how many Supreme Court, how many High Court we are having. So that is the justice. If anyone fundamental right is violated, then we can go to the court for getting the justice. Next is the liberty. Liberty means everyone is having a dignity. Everyone is having the self-respect. We cannot abuse to anyone. हम किसी को abuse नहीं कर सकते. We cannot go against the dignity of anyone. हम किसी को कुछ भी नहीं कह सकते. Means that we always keep in mind the respect and the dignity of the other people. Next is the equality. Equality is there. Right to equality. It means for the constitution all are equal. Means that girls and boys are equal. Both can get the education, in same school, in same batch, same teacher, in the same syllabus. Means scheduled caste is also same as like the higher caste. No one is untouchable. No one is higher caste. No one is lower caste. It means all are equally. That's why government treated to the civilians equally without any bias on behalf of the color, sex, race, etc. Next is the fraternity, means the brotherhood. Brotherhood is there already. Now I discussed about the celebrations. That's why the people can take part in each other's celebration. All are lived together as the brotherhood, follow the brotherhood. Now the next. It is only the short introduction of this chapter, what we have to discuss in this chapter. So please read it carefully, and in the next video we will discuss the topic wise topic. All the best.